right. Right into Act 3 of the something something colors. Gotta go help Father. Wait, what's wrong? Why can't we continue on? Oh no. Strange. It seems like something's blocking the way. Uh-oh. What do we do? We could use Seymour to break the wall down. I apologize, Miss Alice, but that is impossible. The thickness of the rock wall exceeds my output limits. I would run out of energy before a tunnel could be successfully bored. Shoot. Swim from over there. Father's blood is already... Uh-oh. Blood? Mimere, are you okay? What blood? Father's blood, Paimon. We cannot delay any further. Let's swim from over there. There we go. That's odd. I remember that the currents here used to flow in the opposite direction. Note, regular record space collation can decrease the frequency of such issues effectively. What? Here we are. Oh, going down. Now, here we are. Oh! A Lecter. Is Jacob a Lecter? That doesn't look good. Whoa! What happened to that strange giant stone all of a sudden? And look at that color. Doesn't it basically look like a heart? It does. That's right. This is the original form of the heart. Wait, that's... You're Jacob! What are you doing? Gathering paint, as you can see. Ha, paint. What an interesting way to describe this filth. And to think that anyone would set it upon canvas. I mean, gets her the color she wants. What? Still, your arrival here was quite unexpected. I could have sworn I sealed all the entrances. Did I slip up somewhere? Yes. You're a member of the Abyss Order, aren't you? Where's that? Where there's smoke, there's fire. And where there's evil, there's you guys, huh? He actually looks different than most Abyss Lectors. Maybe he's not a Lector. He looks more important somehow. The Abyss Order? Oh, please. Do not lump me in with those benighted primitives. Oh. They are no different from those oppressors. The power they seek is but a tool that only a few can use. What we search for is true equality. The liberation of the will. Who's we? Just as my friend said, those who lack weakness of consciousness shall not be subdued either by gods or death. Wait, your friend? Who in the world is your friend? Stop your prattling. No, Paimon, we want more prattling. Prattling leads to reveals. If you aren't with the Abyss Order, How do you explain the magic you used earlier? I merely used the power of the abyss to reverse the crystallization process. That's all. In any case, I had not expected to see its heart withered to such an extent after a mere few hundred years. As such, it needed to be restarted for me to obtain sufficient blood. Sufficient blood? Could this be... So there were the giant bones up above on the surface. Could this be whatever creatures that was heart? And could that creature be father? And does it have some connection to Melusines that it would want to protect them? Sufficient blood. Yes, a rather inelegant method of doing things, you might think. Alas, there is no other way. I, too, initially believed that I could obtain enough congealed blood from Miss Mamere through peaceful means. This would have allowed the plan to go through without alerting the Marechaussee hunters. Or rather, Marechaussee hunters? Yeah, I think. Without alerting the Marechaussee hunters. Alas, that backfired. Too bad, I suppose. Who are these Marechaussee hunters? Wait, didn't you previously say that you wanted paint? What's this congealed blood you're blabbering about? Explain. Wait a moment. This is more interesting than I thought. So you don't actually know what those paints really are, or the power they contain? No! Why would we know that? I see. It seems I spoke too much. How terribly unexpected. Still, I fail to understand. Why would you want to get close to Miss Mamere if you don't understand the value of those paints? Because we're not assholes. Miss Mamere is nice, and also she promised to do a portrait of us or something. Humph! Don't bring us down to the level of you sneaky, scheming schemers like yourself. Besides, you summoned the monsters earlier, didn't you? What did you do that for? Why did you have to attack the other Melusines? Attack them? I hardly have the time for such frivolous pursuits. Well, in theory, the arrays I activated in those ruins to reverse the crystallization would indeed have temporarily opened the way into the realm of beasts. I suppose that's how the monsters you mentioned were attracted here. Like flies to festering meat on the road. In other words, just collateral damage. As for those Melusines, well, an unrelated matter, I fear. Let's not discuss them. You? Compared to that, Miss Alice, do indulge my curiosity. What do you think of the original sites here, now that you've seen them? Look at your feet. Blood flowing like a river, fertilizing the very dust of the earth with their filthy fat. If I told you that a greater disaster than that will come one day, how would you react? A greater disaster than blood at my feet? The blood flowing like a river, fertilizing the very dust of the earth. Are you saying there will be rivers of blood? Huh? What are you talking about? Blood? Fat? Hasn't this place only turned just a little bit red? Negative. The blood has already risen over Miss Alice's ankles. Yeah, you would know this if you didn't fly, Paimon. The local contamination index is now over 10 times the human body's endurance threshold. You know what I think? I think this endurance threshold is referring to resisting God remains. I recommend that all present leave this area for your own safety and to prevent the following: allergies, confusion, allergies, white matter distortion, mental deterioration, and death? I see. That's how far it's gone, How sad. But fear not. I will liberate you. The moment foretold by the world formula is coming. There is little time left. The world formula? What in the... Don't just drop lore like this, Jacob. Explain. You're gonna make us fight you. True nature revealed in the end. Yeah, I think he's,
Quietly now.
Oh, well.
Gotcha.
You're strong, but you're no match for me. Just so happens Hu Tao is excellent in single combat. Oh, there we go. Fascinating. I thought you were only able to reach this place purely through luck. But it appears as if that was not all. Indulge my curiosity, Miss Alice. Could you tell me who you are exactly? If you don't know, you're the first person who doesn't know. I don't want to change that. That's none of your concern. For once, my reputation does not precede me. Not going to answer. Well, that's fine. It was just a mild curiosity of mine, after all. Though you might know my brother. Who knows? In any case, I haven't any further time to waste here. The appointed time is coming, and I have enough blood to use. Any further delay may invite unwanted attention. We're not gonna let you get away. What time are you talking about? Honestly, I don't think we can actually stop him from getting away. And that is none of your concern. It has nothing to do with you, after all. Anyway. Alice, look out! What the? What is this? You despicable... What have you done to Alice? It's a barrier. Ray shields. We're smarter than this, Paimon. I wouldn't use that word. This is a matter of utility, not morality. You're indeed very strong, Miss Alice, but I wouldn't say the same for the others. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Where did these monsters come from this time? Apologies, Jacob Ingold, but I fear I cannot let you do this. Hey, get him, Seymour. Miss Mimir, Miss Paimon, please get behind me. My duty is to defend. All attempts to harm you will not succeed. Such arrogance, you piece of soulless scrap. You shut your mouth. Seymour's awesome. You were unable to defend Marianne then. Oh, all you will do today is confront that incompetence once more. Was Marianne someone you killed? Or a partner, perhaps? A companion? Mary Anne? And should you survive this battle, the giant revived beast will crush and digest you all. Well then, farewell. Shoot. Ah, they're coming this way! Start complete. Ah, Shoot. Regrettably, I too am not equipped. Stop yapping and help us think of something. Oh? Father? Oh, it's one of those things. It's a creature, Primus. It's heading for Traveler. Watch out. It's attacking the barrier. Thanks, Father.
No, my sword. Witness the power of the rock.
Save you, Seymour. Whew. Phew. Guess we're finally safe, huh? If I caught that correctly, Father summoned a Breacher Primus and in order to destroy the barrier? Still, what was with that round thing? It was helping us. Mimir, are you okay? Yes, Father. Huh? Here? Oh, Paimon thought you were talking to us. It's that sound again. I understand. Since this is your will, it will be done. Alice, Paimon, could you both strike a pose? I'm going to start drawing. Oh, Father wants you to finally paint the portrait of us. Wait a moment. Paimon hasn't mentally prepared herself or figured out what pose to strike. Actually, wait. Why are we doing this here and now? I don't know how to explain, but I think Seymour can help. Logic module, calculating, attempting to rationalize reason for question. Results, insufficient data, cannot answer. My logic module concludes that your decision is far from logical, Miss Mimir. Seriously, Seymour, what are you doing? And also, why did you push the problem to him, Mimir? My primary design goal is to now sorting data fragments. Seymour, you okay? Oh boy, looks like he's hanged. I'm a little worried about this Marianne thing. Sorry, Paimon, but there's no more time to explain. If we don't hurry, it'll be too late. Well, sure, okay. This doesn't feel quite right, but Paimon trusts you. I have faith in you too, Mimir. I won't argue like Paimon. I know you won't do anything to harm us on purpose. But, Paimon hasn't decided what pose to strike yet. Just something cool. Any thoughts, Alice? Strike a confident pose, all just goes as planned pose. Come on, you lot pose. Let's do the all according to Keikaku plan pose. Then, Paimon will also... Oh, wait, what do you think? Will holding this pose do? Yep, you look great. Now then, leave the rest to me. Mimir takes a deep breath, almost as if encouraging herself, and with a few wags of her short little tail, aww, sounds adorable, she gets to work without another word. Her expression and the looks she gives you are resolute and earnest, solemn, some might even say. Not long after, her work is done. It's done. Wow, that was super quick. Well, Alice, let's have a look, shall we? Yeah. Nice to meet you. Oh my. Now this is major Enkanomiya vibes. Apologies, Alice. I brought you here before I even had a chance to say hello. Wanted to trouble you to help me clearing out that poison. Alice, please activate the prisms to clear them out. Of course, Father. Limner, Dreamer, and the robotic dog. Who are we involved? I mean, a a massive creature died here. Could it be one of the world dragons? Not quite. Good. 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 Ah, that takes care of that. Thank you, Alice. Might I invite you up here? I still have much to say to you. Of course. Whoever you are. Oh. Ah, you're finally here. Totally wrong voice. I've always wanted to meet you and talk to you, Alice. You know me? Yes, I've been watching you all this time. Or should I say, sensing you. I felt your presence ever since that child of mine who loves art brought you inside my body. This is your body, but you're a tiny Melusine. It was like a warm light was running to and fro within my organs and blood vessels. Huh. Elinas. Oh! Yes, that's my name. Beautiful, isn't it? I love it. Why did you appear in the form of a Melusine? Yeah, maybe that's not your real form. Why? Well, I find that form to be very beautiful. Don't you think so too, Alice? I actually do. I don't know, I love the Melusine design. I love them very much, for they are, one and all, my lovely children. And here, I can decide my own appearance, so of course, I chose the look I love the most. The Melusine are your children? That's right. That happened a long, long time ago. Not long after I first experienced death, I think. Huh. So, when you died, perhaps they were born of your remains? Many, many people, a spirit of the primordial waters, and many metal animals came into my body. Is that how they were born? Interesting. Well, I mean, you'll probably say. But a spirit of the primordial waters, those are the... I think that must be an Oceanid. I thought that they, like those two other people, were here to explore and gather my blood. I was originally just happy to have people here, but they chose to fight each other in the end instead. But of course, I was dead at that point. I was too weak to do anything beyond watching them in silence and feeling the wounds they left inside my body. In the end, someone triggered an explosion that caused a terrible shockwave. Many people died, and those metal animals also died. The survivors left. Everything was very quiet once more. A lot of sharp shards pierced my body from the explosion's impact. But later, tiny life emerged from those wounds and from my broken flesh. Fascinating. I was so overjoyed, for they were beautiful and intelligent. Also, that was when I realized that I could do more than destroy. I could bring beautiful new life into this world. It's actually amazing. So I spoke to them, and I told them of many things. I taught them how to build a home for themselves so that they might grow up well. Then, there was happiness and liveliness everywhere. Later, they gradually became unable to hear my voice. That's fine, though. Just as Mother once said farewell to me, All children must grow up and leave their parents. Mother? And who was your mother? Only that child who loves painting still speaks to me. And she even brought her friends. That's how I came to meet you. I truly am happy that that's the case. So you're Mimir's father. I mean, honestly, it's more accurate than I thought. That's right. Still, you truly are special. It was only when the situation was past salvaging that I realized how my blood was poisonous to humans. Ooh. But when you came into contact with my blood, not only did you not get poisoned, but instead, you slowly became linked to my and my daughter's consciousnesses. You began to see and sense many things. Yeah, I'm pretty resistant to stuff. You are the second person I have met who did not fear my blood. Ah, if only there were more people like you. Who's the other person? I like how she's actually sitting down for this. Could it be another golden-haired traveler? Ah, so you don't know each other. But I saw you saying so many things to one another. I refer to the person who made my heart start beating again. Oh, Jacob. Yeah. So you don't actually despise Jacob or anything. A long, long time ago, he and someone else came into my body to collect my blood. Absorbing my blood would really raise his spirits. At that time, my children were not yet born, and I felt rather lonely as I lay here. As such, I was very pleased to meet them, and I was very pleased to have helped him out. Fair enough. He must have tried to restart my heart to thank me for helping him out by using my blood. I'm not sure that's it. But I'm afraid that I can't accept his kindness. As such, I thank you for stopping him and me. Why? Like, could he actually revive you? Well, if I were to be revived, my heart would beat, my blood would surge, and my internal organs would come to life again. Would it kill the Melusines? What would happen to my children then? They and their beautiful little houses would be crushed and digested. That would be too terrible a tragedy. Right. I like you, Elinas. That's awesome. I might look like this now, but my body is, in truth, very big and frightening. I had imagined so based off the bones. In the beginning, my siblings and I took leave of our mother and came to play on the surface. But I realized at last that the things I found fun and joyous were terrifying to others. It was too late by then, and I was filled with grief and regret. I think you probably are one of the primordial dragons, whatever they were actually called. I mean, we've met one, and it's really the only thing that we've seen that's even remotely large enough to be the size of a continent. Or of this entire island, rather. Maybe a water dragon. That's why I asked Mimir to use my blood to create a painting and give it to you. That way, I'd get the chance to thank you in person. Well, thank you, Elinas. Thank you, Alice, for stopping my heart. So long as I live, I will bring grief to others. I never wish to see that happen ever again. You're very welcome. I mean, I did it to survive, too. I see. Anyway, this is a rare opportunity. I haven't been this clear-minded in a very long time. Why don't we chat about some other things? Absolutely. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about, Alice? Everything. Tell me about your origins. Sure. My mother is the reason I exist. Mother is the most wonderful person in this world. She gave me my name, and it is a lovely name. It is. Before I was born, I floated in the cosmic darkness. It was cold there, and lonely. I was so sad then, and I would cry, and I would often cry. But later, I heard Mother's voice. She wished for me to be born into a beautiful world, to give me life, to give me a strong and healthy body that could walk the world, to grant me a beautiful name. She wanted to give me many siblings, wanted me to meet my many friends, wanted me to see the beautiful sights beyond that cosmic dark. She did not deceive me, and I was very happy. My elder siblings treated me well, and later, many younger ones came along, and I treated them just as my elder siblings treated me. How did you die? Later, we left the world beneath the earth. You were in Enconomia. I felt the wind brushing against my skin, the warmth of the sun, waters icy and warm. Life is wonderful, and it was wonderful that I was able to witness this world. Only later did I discover that I was different from the life in this world. The things that brought me happiness, the things that interested me, they were frightening and terribly hurtful to those of this world. Eventually, I fell here and died. That saddened yet gladdened me. I treasured the life I was given by Mother, but my life would bring everyone such pain, so it was better this way. Later, just as Mother gave me life, I gave my children life. That they may walk upon this world. That makes me very proud and very happy. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about, Alice? So much. First, I want you to verify. Well, I guess you wouldn't know the name Enconomia, though. I would love to know more about Mother. Tell me about Jacob. That person from before, you mean? I fear I know little about him. He is not like you. Even after drinking my blood, he cannot speak to me as you do. In the beginning, he came with someone else to search for the blood within my body. At that time, I could feel that they were different. There's something within him, a bit of the dark, cold cosmos's power. Oh. And, aha, I thought, so my blood will do him good. Wonderful. Later, he would come often to collect my blood. All the way up till there was a great battle involving many people here, him included. He didn't come back again after that. To be honest, I was worried that he might have died. Imagine how happy I was to see him return, alive and well, and so tall and strong. Yeah, I think Jacob might be actually kind of ancient. At least several hundred years old, if not more. I mean, if he is one of the dragons, I think they largely died before the fall of Conria. I mean, they were taken out around the birth of humanity, right? Is there anything else you'd like to talk about, Alice? About that Breacher Primus from earlier. Well, I saw that you were trapped and thought, if this goes on, I will be revived, and you will all die. My strength began to return, and so I thought, why don't I use one of my cells to begin? That's what those are? They're your white blood cells, basically? Huh. Why don't I use one of my cells to attack the thing trapping you? That way, you'd be able to move. That was one of your cells? That's right. They can help to drive harmful things away from my body and protect my children. However, they aren't as smart as my children, so they will attack you too. Sorry about that. It's okay, that's fascinating. Still, I'm glad to have helped out. Is there anything else? Unfortunately, no. I need to go. Paimon and Mimere will worry. That's true. Well, I'm almost out of time, too. There are a lot of things I'd love to talk to you about. Oh, you have no idea, same. But the life I received this time is almost spent. Could you do me a favor, though, Alice? What do you need? Could you tell Mimere? What to say? How about this, then? Your paintings are very beautiful. I love you, and I'm so very proud of you. Oh, you're a good dad, Elinus. A good dead father. I really like this dead god / dragon. Ah, right. And please get along with your sisters. They love you very much as well. Yeah. Thanks a bunch, Alice. I've got it. All right, then. Thank you. Honestly, it was great meeting you. Someday, I hope that I'll be able to traverse this world without fear of causing harm or death to others. Apparently you can be revived, so... when that day comes, I'll be sure to show you what I really look like. God, I would love to see it. Hey, Alice! Alice! Are you alright? I've been staring at that painting this whole time. Seriously, you are just like Seymour. He just said he would be searching for data, and since then, he's just not moved at all. Your paintings are very beautiful. I love you, and I'm so very proud of you. Alice, you... Wait just a minute. Where did all that come from? Are you okay? I'm fine. Don't worry. My eyes are a little dry from all that staring. Someone asked me to pass their words on to you, Mimere. I see. Thank you. Please get along with your sisters. They love you very much as well. Come on. I've always gotten along well with everyone. Seriously. But since Father said so, I got it. Thank you, Alice. Paimon didn't notice this before, but when I did that thing over there when did that thing over there turn back to stone? The shaking from before seems to be stopped too. Yeah. Wait, were you in such a hurry to paint for us because... Wait, Paimon's got it. People call really good paintings absorbing, don't they? So you painted that in order to absorb Alice, right? I mean, that kinda happened, but also... that's not really what people mean when they say a painting is absorbing. No, that doesn't make sense. What happened, really? I can explain in detail later, Paimon. The problem here seems to have been resolved, at least. We're safe for now. Us and the Melusines. Humph. Alright then. But you'd better explain later. Of course. Yes, Alice, Paimon, what do you think of this painting? Well, please feel free to critique it. I didn't have much time, and I wasn't my best self, so I'm not very confident about it. I hope I actually get to see it. That feels like an excuse. I've got to stop doing that. Yes, very good. Don't doubt yourself like that. So, what do you think? It's even I absolutely love it. It's even cooler than the real Paimon. But what? Paimon doesn't get the painting at all. That's wonderful. Paimon doesn't know what to say about your art other than, it looks amazing. Huh. Is this what they'd call an artistic baptism of fire? No. Well, I'm glad you like it either way. As long as you do, I'm happy. I'm not a very good speaker, unlike you, Paimon. But when I'm with you, I'm very happy. That's why I want to give you something that makes you happy too. Oh, Mamere, you're just sweet. Preliminary memory fragment sorting is complete. Whoa, you're back, Seymour. I may now answer previously unanswerable questions as well. Ooh, like what? Previously unanswerable? Which questions were those? The one about my master that Paimon asked, as well as my aforementioned purpose. I am prototype 4 Alpha Charlie Victor 07, designed by Garbled Mechanical Noises, to accompany and protect my master, Miss Mary Ann. Right. She built her own best friend. Eh? Mary Ann? That Jacob guy mentioned that name as well, didn't he? He did. He said Seymour was unable to protect her. Affirmative. Miss Mary Ann was my master. My prime directive was to accompany her on Garbled Mechanical Noises' behalf and ensure that she would smile happily. Aww. I have not been able to fulfill that duty for 1/7 times 10 to the 21 clockwork cycles due to the lack of a relay module. In truth, I cannot ascertain Miss Marianne's present location either. This should never happen. My logic unit requires immediate repair. As such, if you do not mind, allow me to depart for now. My standard deduction module has already calculated the most likely location where I may collect information, and I must go there. Are you sure? But Mare will be very lonely without you. Eh? Wait, Seymour. Are you leaving? Affirmative. I thank you for your care thus far, Miss Mamere, but I have a duty that I must fulfill. Then I'll come too. Aww. Negative. Deduced danger level high. For your safety, I must refuse your proposal, Miss Mamere. But I will promise to return and express formal gratitude to you once I find my master. I mean, if what Jacob said is true, your master's already dead. Unfortunately, some of my memories remain damaged, so I do not presently know where the Narcissus Cruz Ordo that I must reach is precisely. As such, my search will inevitably take a great deal of time. For that, you have my apologies in advance. I see. I understand. There's something you must do, and so you have to leave. But you'll come back to find me, won't you, Seymour? Affirmative. All right, then. Be careful, Seymour. Aw. You have to come back, all right? My token, the symbol of my life, is with you. So don't go breaking down someplace where I can't find you. Yeah, that's right. You have my word, Miss Mamere. I will fulfill my mission and return to your spatial coordinates. What a way with words you have, Seymour. Okay, got it. Anyway, I've suddenly got a bout of inspiration, so I'm gonna go paint now. Don't forget to come back and see me when you've finished your work, okay? You have a deal. We'll take care of Seymour for you for now. Or are we gonna go with Seymour? All right, I understand. Alice, Paimon, Seymour, you all stay safe, all right? I'll make a move first. Aw. Mamere. So, where are we going next? Seymour mentioned this place called Narcissus Cruz Ordo, right? Yeah, that again. Huh? Or, huh. What sort of place is the Narzasenkro's Ordo anyway? Searching. Insufficient data. Unable to answer. My standard deduction module was only able to give this name. Apart from that, I do not possess any related information. Shoot. Wait, then how are we supposed to find the place? We can help. Calculating. Affirmative. Your presence on the journey will greatly increase its success rate. Well, happy to join you, Seymour. Thank you very much for your help, Miss Alice. But let's just go anyway. Once everything's settled, we'll bring you back to see my mare. Yeah. There we go. Blue longing and something heart moon. Oh, we got Mimir's painting. Alright, it looks like next up is the Book of Esoteric Revelations that we actually already started. So that's convenient.
Huh?
Oh, and also we have nice to meet you. Ooh, as tempting as that is, I am going to stick with Jet and Ben Ben for the moment. I might get this one, maybe. Or a kitty. Alright, book. And we're here. If we dive down below this entrance, we'll find the place where that scholar once hid the books. Huh. But it looks like an ordinary pond. What sort of entrance are you talking about? Ah, right. It is being hidden, after all, so you won't be able to see. Just watch, then. Canotila takes out something that looks like a key, tracing the air along some unseen trail. There's a soft chime, and the shallow pool before you suddenly becomes unfathomably deep. Fascinating. Well, here's the entrance now. Maybe this is one of Erinny's arteries. Wow, Paimon couldn't tell how you did that. Well, I can't quite explain it either. But while others can't see it, there are actually all sorts of fissures here. As long as I use my token to draw a line across those fissures, I can do some incredible things. Huh. That said, I don't know why they are only present here. As such, I did a lot of research, until I found that indecipherable book. It has much to do with me and my token, and I'm also certain that if I figure it out, I'll know why I'm special in this way. Quite the burden. Nothing wrong with being special. Well then, that's enough of that. Let's go inside. I must find a way to understand that strange book. Of course. Alright, I guess let's dive in. Oh yeah. Well, how unfathomable is this unfathomably deep? It's actually very fathomably deep. Oh, one of these again. Uh-oh. So you can't understand it at all either, after all. Not a single word. I reckon we should look more closely. You stare at the runes on the page for some time. The runes slowly start to disintegrate and reassemble themselves, becoming new words. At the same time, your surroundings seem to recede, and you arrive in a strange new place. Huh. I see. This is a world where even sweet flowers and mint cannot grow. Can you see it too? False. Sweet flowers and mint grow everywhere. You turn around to look for the source of the voice, but are suddenly awakened. Looking back at the book, it looks like it did originally. Or just like it did originally, as though nothing happened. So, did you discover anything, Alice? It was like I entered a strange place. I think I saw the runes dissolving and then reconstructing themselves. That's weird. Did you just stare too intensely or something? I don't think that was it. I knew you'd be able to see it too. Huh? Have you had the same experience, Kanatila? Is this what you meant by meditating? Yes, though I can't understand a single word in the book, I get a strange feeling from looking at it for long enough. It feels as though you've been transported to another world, and then you can start to understand the book's contents. But as soon as you awake, you're back to being unable to comprehend it. Right. Then what have you seen before? Oh, wait just a moment. Ta-da! This is my notebook. I've written down everything I saw inside. That said, I wrote it all down while I was meditating, and I was sort of in a trance, so it might be a bit hard to understand. That's okay. Let Paimon see. Yeah, this is really messy. Wow. But it says something about an Elinas. Oh? Or something like that. I think this quest is clearly supposed to be done after Ancient Colors. Based on my previous results, that scholar must have been conducting research on Elinas or something. And this book must record everything that happened a long time ago. Yes, but I still can't understand exactly what happened. Even when meditating, I can't make heads or tails of what comes before and after. As such, though I can understand just a little, I still don't know what it is really saying. If I'm not mistaken, however, the book is still missing a lot of content. The notebook does mention a few locations. Oh, so you mean that these locations might be clues? Locations? Yes, the names of locations are written between important sections. Could it be trying to tell us where critical parts of the text are hidden? Maybe. I mean, I've guessed as much in the past, but I've never left Elinas, so... In that case, why don't you stay here, Kanatila? We'll go investigate the places in the notebook. Maybe we'll find the missing pieces. And besides, it's related to Elinas, so there's no way we're going to ignore it. Alright, in that case, I'm counting on you two. If you find anything, just bring it back. I'll be waiting here for you. Of course. If we can find the missing parts of this book and put them back where they belong, maybe we'll finally be able to understand more. Oh, I've already found one of them. Beautiful. Oh, wow. Far away. Is that actually above the ground? I guess so. Got more back here. Enigmatic page 12. Ooh, nice.
Oh, what a cute treasure coffin.
Alright. Kanatila, I'm off to get those pages. I'll see you soon. Alright, we're gonna go to those places, of course, but first I want to make a small, quick detour. We're headed east a little bit, area I haven't been, to unlock the waterfall Wen. I want to start farming these. Yeah, specifically the nighttime whispers and the echoing woods. This seems like a really, really, really nice set for someone like Navia. And we might as well get some of those teleportation points while we're here. And get to take in the beautiful Fontanian countryside. Enjoy the beautiful Fontanian soundtrack. collect a hydroculus or two. Yeah, the hydroculi here aren't actually that hard to get to, it feels like, compared to some places. Maybe I just haven't found those specific ones. Yeah, like that one there. That's a bit more out of place. Probably get from that, that bit right there. Probably takes me to the, I guess you could take either one of them, really. Don't tell the treasure hoarders I'm here. Probably take either one of these. Come on. Beautiful. Perfect. Actually, I don't know if I need to climb the mountain, but oh well. Airship. We've seen some of those around before. That's not quite new. Let's make sure I'm going the right way. Yes, perfect. Directly due east. Next, we can just float down around the mountain. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, what in the world is going on? But yeah, that's the edge of Fontaine. Just so cool that that's a thing. I guess we could, I don't know, can we fall off the edge? I suppose we could. Yeah. Because this area down here is a thing. Wizard's Tower? Doesn't have a name on the map. Looks interesting, though. Ah, there we are. Perfect. Might as well get this teleport point too if we can. It's beneath us though. Dangerous autocannons. Oh no, that's bad. Oh, okay. That'll hurt us. So I guess I'm underneath its range. Maybe it won't attack me.
Take it easy.
Maybe I can. Okay, and no, I wanted to breach. I know I've breached before. Maybe only certain characters can do it, I guess. There we go. Gotcha. Oh, it's underwater. What did I just find? Someone was just here. Paimon can't believe we've run into someone with better archaeological exploration chops than us. Is that a pocket watch on the ground? If this is anything like our usual adventures, we should take a look at this stone tablet. Uh-oh, what did I just trigger? Lo, this place is the Orthont of Souls, the Shrine of Souls, the Room of Souls. think there might be souls here. I accompany you in eternal rest, born in an instant, often contradicting, always united. I am life's most cherished treasure. Elementary, my dear friend. It's a riddle. Oh. A valuable pocket watch and one of life's treasures. Hold on, I want to try to solve it. I accompany you in eternal rest, born in an instant, often contradicting, always united. I am life's most cherished treasure. I mean, maybe time? I don't know. Ooh, Paimon knows. It's gotta be Mora. I'm not sure about that. You're right. The answer to a riddle wouldn't be so tacky. Then it must be... what's the word? Right, wealth. No. Wonderful. That's one answer we can count out. Come on. Why can't you just trust Paimon? Oh, Paimon. You don't want me to answer that. Well, if you're so smart, what do you think it is? Lovely weather we're having. Hey, don't change the subject. That's great. I just... Nymph's constancy. I feel like this is for a quest I'm not sure I should be triggering right now. Oh. I'm legitimately not sure where it went. I'm not seeing it in any of these three. Oh, you know what? I think it might have been this thing. Maybe. Well. I don't know what that was about. Maybe I don't think a quest was just triggered. But let's go ahead and get out of here. Oops, I never actually triggered that. Alright, we're headed south first. Jeez, half a kilometer. Oh, hello there, guys. Don't mind if I do.
Things are about to get dicey. Rain outlines your fate. No, my...
Is that all of you? I actually don't really know what I do. Oh. You know, there's almost certainly a, There we go.
Take it easy.
Let's say a tutorial for this for me. But I think I figured it out. Did I hear a chest just now? Oh, there's one. Alice, don't you think this puzzle is a little strange? Paimon. Don't start criticizing the puzzles we found out in the world. I think it's fine as long as it gives us a treasure chest. You're not wrong, but, Paimon has so many questions. Who placed these items? And why did they place them here? You're just asking that? Paimon. This is far from the weirdest puzzle we found. Who put all the windmills out there? Who's been putting balloons? And exploding barrels? Sometimes it's more the way it's more you think about it. Or sometimes the more you think about it, the worse it makes you feel. Perhaps a mysterious person with an equally mysterious agenda is behind this. Paimon knows when you're just making things up. Humph. Paimon got it. These puzzles in the wild are actually set up by the Adventurers Guild. The aim is to train the guild's rookie adventurers. I don't know, that seems like a lot of work. And outside the Adventurers Guild's scope. After all, places like ruins and dungeons are really dangerous. most puzzles in the wild are safer compared to those deadly devices. I guess. We haven't really run into that many dangerous traps and dungeons. As for this strange puzzle, a rookie adventurer from the Adventurers Guild must have set it up. This person had no experience, so it ended up looking pretty strange. I think a rookie adventurer would have a lot of trouble making a puzzle like this. How's that? Makes a lot of sense, right? So it's a case of rookies training fellow rookies? That can't be helped. No one is born with work experience, so if you must have experience before you can do the job, then no one will be able to work. That is a fair point. Yeah, Paimon doesn't mind a strange puzzle if that's the case. I don't mind a strange puzzle as long as I get treasure. Oh, wait. Who are you?
How weak! To be kind to others is to be cruel to yourself.
Aren't you precious? Whoa, where did you pop up from, little girl?
Lil miss, I'm not some nameless little girl. Behold, standing before you is the great artist Salsa.
Oh, yeah.
Who will be the future of Fontaine's art scene?
I don't know. You're in competition with a very skilled Melusine.
Lil miss?
Is she referring to Paimon? I'm a little miss, yes, but...
Well, of course. Look, I'm this much taller than you. Although I'm shorter than the miss next to you.
She is quite a bit taller than you, Paimon. She's got you there.
But Mom said that as long as I drink a lot of milk and go to bed on time, I'll definitely grow taller. So I'll be a big sister in a few years' time, and you'll be a younger sister.
I kind of like this precocious kid. Yay, big sis Salsa.
Alice, not you too.
What? I like going with the flow.
But Salsa, what are you doing here?
Oh, is this canvas yours? I assumed this has something to do with the puzzle, but I just solved a... I didn't realize this puzzle had an associated person and quest.
Yeah, the scenery is really pretty here, so it's a great place to sketch. If it weren't for these ugly things, I would have completed my painting long ago.
What, the puzzles?
Miss and Flying Lil Miss, are you two here to sketch too? Excellent taste.
I wish. I'm not much of an artist.
Oh, we forgot to introduce ourselves. Paimon's Paimon, not some flying Lil Miss. She's Alice, and we are adventurers traveling around the world. What? What? So you guys are members of that evil organization? Oh no, I let my guard down.
You're not a fan of the Adventurers Guild?
Evil organization? Didn't Lil Miss Paimon mention it just now? Those bad guys in green from that evil organization. They installed all these ugly things here and ruined all that beautiful scenery.
Paimon, you're right? That the Adventurers Guild is setting up all these puzzles to train adventurers? I'll have to thank them for all the treasure.
I didn't realize you two were together with those evil green guys. What am I gonna do now? Didn't Paimon say that? Sigh, forget it. Is there anything we can do to help? After all, Alice is a member of the Adventurers Guild.
Don't remind her, Paimon.
Oh, are you going to become one of the good guys now? That's the right choice.
I love this kid.
We should work together to defeat the evil organization, so our eyes are no longer get polluted by ugly things.
If you want me to go solve all those puzzles and collect all the treasure, I'd be more than happy to.
Paimon doesn't understand. What do we have to do exactly? We can't just charge into the headquarters of the Adventurers Guild, right?
Where is the headquarters of the Adventurers Guild? Snezhnaya, maybe?
Dad said we don't... Dad said that we have to do things one step at a time. So, we should start with what's in front of us. Alice and Little Miss Paimon, please help me rearrange these ugly things. With great artist Salsa's guidance, this is going to be a piece of cake, so don't worry. Okay then. We'll listen to you. Alice, let's give it a try.
Sure.
Just like how Tadalga don't grow on weathered roads, rainbow roses won't thrive on underwater riverbeds either.
True.
Objects made of different materials have also have environments that are suited to, and crystal devices do not go well with muddy ground.
Okay.
This would look better in an artificially sculpted or less natural environment, wouldn't it?
I guess. Wait, so what am I doing, Salsa?
You can't be serious, right? I know you want the mud, but I wanted to see what you had to say.
Oh, whoops. I'm not. Fine, I'll put it where it goes.
This change is the same as no change at all. Good, very good. It looks so much better this way. The points, lines, and planes are all in harmony, with every detail being executed flawlessly. Everything just looks so much more pleasing. Dad was right when he said there's no trash in this world that can't be saved, only resources in the wrong place. Alice and Paimon, thanks to your hard work, our world has taken another step in the right direction.
You're very welcome, Little Miss Salsa.
We didn't do much. Now that Paimon looks at it, everything sure looks better after we rearranged them. All we did was change things around a little. The sense of disarray from before is completely gone now.
Mostly.
Paimon thought you were just a kid who was full of herself. Paimon didn't expect you to actually... Whoops. No. Didn't expect you to actually know a lot about composition and framing.
I mean, if she's an artist, I would hope she does.
What? Aren't we buddies who battle against the evil organization together? Such little faith. I'm devastated.
Oh, it's adorable.
It's not that Paimon doesn't believe in your skills. It's just... Oh, don't be sad. Ah! Oh no! Huh? What now? I nearly forgot. Mom and Dad are coming home today.
Oh, that's sweet. Wait, do they leave you here by yourself? They aren't usually at home?
Yeah, because Mom and Dad are amazing. Amazing people are always very, very busy. I'm also very, very busy now, but I'm nowhere near as amazing. When I become a great artist, I can be as unreasonable as I want,
just like Mom and Dad. Please don't.
Huh? What does being amazing have to do with being unreasonable? That's because Mom and Dad always check my homework when they're back. Even when I've finished everything. As long as I'm not sitting at my desk, they'll say, Salsa, oh Salsa, you're slacking off again. What are you doing? What are you going to do in the future if you play with brushes and paints all day long?
Oh, they're not supportive of you being an artist?
Even though I tell them that I've long finished my homework, they'll continue nagging. But no matter how unreasonable they are, I can't get a word in because they're too brilliant.
You think you have complicated feelings about your parents.
So I always pretend to be working really hard whenever Mom and Dad come home, even when I haven't finished my homework. Then they won't have anything to say.
Have you finished your homework?
Humph. I'll say unreasonable things however I like when I become as amazing as my parents. Or even better than them.
You really shouldn't pass that down, Salsa.
This feels kind of wrong somehow. Oh no! I'm running late. I won't make it if I don't go off now. It was so nice to meet you, Alice and Paimon. Thank you so much for helping. I gotta go home now. Take care, little Salsa. Kinda hope we meet you again. Be careful not to fall. Salsa runs off with her canvas and box of drawing tools. Wonder if she's gonna show up for more of those puzzles. Or if she would have showed up for any and every one of these. And this just happened to be the first one we did. She's like a little whirlwind. Children these days don't have it easy, huh? Thank goodness Paimon doesn't have homework. Oh, you haven't been doing your homework, Paimon. Paimon, oh Paimon. You're slacking off again. No, Alice, stop. Paimon can't hear you. Good stuff, but terrible taste. It is a little good spot. I mean, now I'm not even that confident that that was because of that one puzzle. There's a couple hydroculi. I think one of them is actually below. There's one right over there. But I don't really see it. It might be in the hot spring. But it's really not what we're trying to do here. Probably requires like OSHA or Noima.
Take it easy.
There we go. Be silly. I really shouldn't get distracted. I have a number of world quests to do. I can always come back for these chests and stuff.
A chest full of valuables and a trove of potential clues.
Where's that Hydra? Oh, there it is.
Another test subject. Fry!
Ignore me. Interesting. I think there's a puzzle down there, too. Whoa there, careful, that's dangerous. Alright, we're almost there at the top of the mountain. Ah, there's the desert. This is a good view of the desert, even. And the tree. Nice. Wait. Was the tree always that big? In blooming? Or no, maybe it bloomed when I completed that quest.
Need me to come up with some for you? Rain cutter! Rain outlines your fate. No, my sword!
For the longest time, I had been convinced that that was the world tree over there. And that I had found shoot, I'm forgetting the name of it. The memory tree, though. Because I had found it before. Just fell. I had found it when I first entered the desert from this direction all that time ago. And I remembered it as being similar, but upon our return, it looked nothing like it was in my memory, so I was clearly very mistaken.
Huh? No, my sword! comes the catch. Quietly now.
Careful, Riftwolf. If you hurt her, you're just making her stronger.
If we bury
Nice.
it, maybe it'll spring back to life.
And we got a treasure hoarder journal. Discovered an ancient ruin that remains unmarked on any map. The entrance has completely collapsed. If I manage to find a way in, I may discover some rare treasure. Ancient ruin. Where? Convincing everyone that whatever is in there is going to be worth our while was tough going. The next part's going to be a walk in the park by contrast. There's no need to keep a low profile here. Well, clearly it didn't work out that way. Didn't find aught else but this arcane formation and the peculiar barriers around it. And after all that effort, too. There seems to be someone trapped inside the barriers. Can't tell if they are alive or not. Well, I'm not going back empty-handed. Not after how far I've gone. It's just not my style. The remaining pages are filled with black stains, making the text unreadable. Strange. Are these the ruins, though? Not really what we're here for, but... yeah. I mean, like I said before, if those are Elenus's ribs... that thing was... massive. Whatever he was. Oh. Don't mind if I do. I think those are just for cooking, though, or something. I wouldn't mind unlocking you, since we're here. Oh, there we go. Just made it. Oh, wait, it's all the way up there, isn't it? Shoot. That's less fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should probably climb up that way. Hey, treasure hoarders.
Want a taste of my hammer?
Might as well take you. I mean, I need a lot of the stuff for
Ring cutter.
materials for leveling people up after all.
Treasure.
Wonderful.
One way to draw your target out of hiding.
Yeah. Pearls and gears. Need a lot of them. I guess I can get them from the store to some degree, but that's expensive and... well, there's a limited number per cycle.
Let me weave you a verse. Gotcha.
Poor Pyro Slinger. Just minding his own business, and then he's probably about to say hi, and I just assault him. Yeah. Oh? No? There we go. Ow. Ah! The hell? actually like this because it gets me down there. Makes getting up here way easier.
Treasure hunting. A
Oh,
valiant
no.
endeavor. Huh?
Stop falling down, slime stuff. Here we are. Also, I wonder if we can get up on there. Got a rogue.
Yeah.
Solidify!
Rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate.
What are you doing up here, rogue?
Get dicey. Busted.
No. Curses. I think the actual material I lost. There's one here too. Oh, it's probably up on there. Oh! Perfect. I forget what I do with these. I mean, I know what I want up here, but... Ah. Okay, what'd that do, though? Oh.
If we bury it, maybe it'll spring back to life.
Oh. Well, thank you. You're not bad, ship. You're not bad.
With the wind.
Beautiful. Where is that? I don't see it. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I might as well get you. That's not too much of a climb. Maybe. Ooh. Good job. Alright, so Noima destroys Osha, and Osha destroys Noima, it seems. My, oh my. Well, if that doesn't look interesting. Do we step into the portal?
Stabilize!
Not that that does anything against the Rift Wolves, but...
Let me weave you a bow. Here comes the catch.
Crystals are emitting a nourishing energy?
Witness the power of Gugwa. Know my sword.
Oh, they're trying to kill the crystals.
outlines your fate.
Leave
Ring
the
cutter.
crystals
Gaze up.
alone.
It's over. Gotcha. Busted. Huh? Witness the power of Guwa. Know my sword.
Oh, big guy.
Here comes the catch. Gotcha. Take it easy. Rain cutter. Rain outlines your busted.
Beautiful.
Oh, what a cute treasure coffin.
All right, that's all the pages. Hey, I don't know why this part of the island's so ominous. It's actually kind of cool. Oh, more blood cells.
Stabilize.
Game's up. Fun's over. Jackpot.
Rift cores. Beautiful. Awesome. I just thought this area looked cool, but let's head back. We're back. Little Canotila. These do look like the missing pages from the book. Let's try putting one back in, shall we? Insert page. Page 1. And then we just need to concentrate and meditate on the book, like before. You don't want to do both pages, just one at a time. The edges of the page are gradually blur. Oh. All right. Read countless volumes here. It appears that these books were left behind by an ancient order. Kingdoms rise and fall, and when a civilization is annihilated, a new one will be born after from the ashes, which these books refer to as Fortuna. I could see how over the course of hundreds of years, Fortuna could become Fontaine. Just, that's not unreasonable in terms of linguistic heritage for a word. Of course, this could be referring to not a specific kingdom rising, but more just Fortuna as the cycle of the rise and fall of kingdoms. Interesting that, taking this book at its word, that there is a cycle of that. It's somewhat rudimentary, but theoretically at least, it bears striking resemblance to the computational scheme I have formulated and termed world formula. Yes. Okay. Jacob, is this your book? Or perhaps whoever wrote this is the one who gave you that idea? I assume it's Jacob's book, but still raises the question of what world formula is. So, my reading then is that it's Jacob, because he had mentioned something about he was worried about world formula coming to fruition, or it was on the doorstep or something. So he's worried that this civilization is gonna fall. Maybe, actually, that could make sense, especially with
the worry about the rising waters, and that everyone is gonna, what was it exactly, that everyone's gonna turn into water, which now seems like a much greater possibility. Basically, though, that Fontaine is gonna be wiped off the map. All the records are blurred with age, but were I able to quantify them to some extent, they could be of use in my world formula calculations. No matter how many times I derive it, the result remains the same, though this result is not expected. Unlike the world depicted in these ancient texts, there will be no more new civilizations born, unless we consider introducing variables from outside the system. No? If it was that sort of power, there might be a chance. Huh. So, with the world formula, with his calculations, he believes this Fontaine is going to fall, but a new civilization is not going to take its place like happened in this Rise and Fall, the Fortuna. If I'm reading him right, at least. It sounds like he might be trying to stop that. I don't know. Maybe Jacob has a noble goal. A noble goal. Don't know what this means yet. Here I found the magical techniques left behind by the Golden Troop. Oh, hey, that's the name of an artifact set. They seem to be referred to by various names. I'll go with this one for now. Based on my interpretation, it appears to be known as the Seal of Chemical Marriage, and consists of 2 parts. However, it has been weathered too much to decipher any more information. Interestingly, I've encountered similar documents, symbols and documents from Narzisenkru's Institute archives. They look complicated, yet the underlying principles are quite clear. If the records prove accurate, there are some key locations within the realm remaining. Related records may be found elsewhere as well. I should record my findings here for now, as they may prove useful in the future. This is all interesting. I need more, though. I can draw some sorts of conclusions, but I'm not positive on their accuracy at the moment. Wow! This time even Paimon could start to understand. Seems like the confusion was all due to the pages that were missing before, huh? Right. Let's meditate some more. Awesome. Let's put another page in now, shall we? Page 2. As you start meditating again, you once more attempt to understand the page's contents. The edges of the page blur, and incomprehensible shapes that line it leap forth, as if mounted on a pop-up book. Yet, before you can make sense of what's happening, there's a rush of noise all around you, and you return to the world as it was. Damn it. Rift Wolves? Oh, no. The pollution of the land and water wrought by the giant beast Elinas seemed to have been mostly purified and diluted. Right? However, when it comes to Elinas itself, even the adults seem to be at a total loss. They simply cordoned off the surrounding area. Nevertheless, it was quite easy to sneak in. It felt rather strange slipping to the creature's mouth, and it reminded me of events from some of the stories I once read. Wow, right after Elinas died, it seems. Wrought pollution to the land and water. Just by its existence? Of course, everyone is at a total loss. It makes sense if it's as big as it seems. What do you do about something like that? Something the size of an island. Though I have no substantive evidence, I still sensed some sort of will from it.
Jacob did too. Okay. Jacob did not, in fact, write this. Which also means Jacob was not, in fact, the one who came up with the world formula. Good to know. But this is someone that knows Jacob. But yeah, though I have no substantive evidence, I still sense some sort of will from it. Jacob did too. There were no signs of decay in the flesh. Instead, its body was hardening, as if forming a protective membrane. Given its current immobilized state, it looked like a self-defense mechanism to safeguard its internal organs. Oh, you found the whatchamacallums. The blood cells. Or white blood cells. Immune system. Oh, wait, no. Just talking about the body itself. Well, also, I wonder if this is Marianne. But it does make sense. Such a wellspring of vitality. If my deduction is correct, it may also be used to enhance Jacob's strength by following the same principle. However, at this stage, there's no need to subject Jacob to such risks. I should get safe experimental data first through the Institute of Natural Philosophy, and then set specific research objectives. Although, as Jacob mentioned, this may waste a lot of precious time. After all, the flesh of Elinus remains toxic, and the risk of Jacob is returned. He's quite brave, but also an idiot. He didn't give any thought to the possible consequences. We have no one else to rely on now. The data we've collected is still incomplete. Jacob had minor adverse reactions, primarily vomiting. Well, could be a lot worse, but he recovered quickly and hasn't shown other symptoms in the short term. His mental status and physical status remain stable. It's only possible because Jacob completely trusts me. Our lives are limited. Still, even if it's just for the future, we must find a way to get allies, get stronger, and prevent disaster. Yeah, it's a noble goal. Elaine has enrolled in the Institute of Natural Philosophy. We should fit right in with his sharp mind. I brought the pocket watch he gave us, and we compared the time only to find where there was already a significant discrepancy. Oh? Discrepancy in the times? So he gave you a pocket watch, you went off and did something, and the times desynced. By how much? We agreed to meet at the Institute. The brightest minds of Fontaine are gathered there, and we can expect to make huge progress and get much help, or much needed help. As for Marianne, well, I guess this is not, in fact, Marianne. But so Marianne was a part of that group. But this is an unknown fourth person, actually. Elaine, Jacob, Marianne, and whoever this is. As for Marianne, just the sight of her fills me with joy. We had a long discussion about the Narcissan Cruz Institute, but Jacob was crying through most of it. Jacob seems nothing like he used to be. I didn't tell them about Jacob. It's because Uncle Guillotine, unfortunate name there, who is with them, is part of the Maison Gardiennage. Although he seems to be treating Elaine and Marianne well, he still can't be trusted. Because you're not, necessarily operating within the bounds of the law. After all, father and mother, it was all the doing of their lackeys and goons. Did the Maison Gardiennage cause this person's father and mother's death? Huh. Well, Paimon can read the words now, but the author's intended meaning is still a total mystery. Well, it's a chronicle about research that they were doing regarding the world formula, and it seems trying to prevent an apocalypse of Fontaine. We'll just have to put this last page in and see what we get. Maybe the contents will link up or something. Page 3. The tests on Jacob's strength continue. As before, the flesh and blood of the great beast Elinus is being used as nutrition. Jacob seems to have gotten used to it, so there's nothing to worry about anymore. Thus, the adverse reactions observed before may just have been caused by Jacob's feelings of disgust. It's a relief to know that his physical condition hasn't been harmed. Jacob still eats, but only out of habit and no longer as a necessity for survival. Damn. But I suppose it's a good thing, because eating together is nice. Aw. It suddenly occurred to me that that jam was somewhat similar to the flesh and blood of Elinus, so I made a joke about it. Jacob seemed quite uncomfortable. The results have improved significantly in comparison to previous tests. Perhaps more can be done. And the next step would be to attempt the opening of a passage. Passage to the abyss? The passage was opened successfully, though it only lasted a short while. During this time, many black monsters that were shaped like dogs emerged. They were very aggressive and terrifying, but thank goodness Jacob was here. Though he was so scared he was crying, he still managed to wipe them out while bawling. Yeah, Jacob, it's fascinating to hear how much he's changed. But it has been centuries. And also, I actually don't quite recall if the Rift Wolves are actually from the Abyss or some third place. I could see both. I'm gonna assume Abyss, though, for the moment. These monsters are identical to those we discovered during our desert expedition. However, those were salt gray, stiff, and immobile at the time, so it was relatively safe. Huh. Wonder how that happened. Sounds like they returned to stone. Oh, wait, no, we've definitely seen petrified things in the desert. Though I can't recall if we know how that happens. I'm certain their properties are nearly identical to those of Elinus. Are you suggesting Elinus was from the Abyss? Or wherever Rift Wolves are from? Huh. The Conrian records mention passages appearing in large numbers. Always nice to see Conria mentioned. And this might have been written when Conria was still around, actually. Possibly. The Conrian records mention passages appearing in large numbers, and numerous dangerous monsters that look like dogs emerging from them. It's very likely that they are the same thing, or that they are the same type. It can be safely postulated that the location these passages link to is full of these monsters. I shall tentatively call them beastly rifts. Thus, these hounds may be called rift hounds. Oh, whoever this was named the rift hounds rift hounds. It's kind of cool. As you read faster and faster, you fall into a trance and arrive again in that mysterious space. The same voice from before rings out. Wonder if it's the person who wrote this. No matter how many times I run the calculations, the results are the same. After a few hundred years, all the birthing waters of the world will dry up. And a few hundred years after that, the world will become as it appears now before us. This is quite the predicament. It'll appear as it is before you? What's before you? Hey, come on now. Don't cry. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm here, aren't I? Don't you trust me? Also, Elaine and the others will definitely help. Also, I bet you'll definitely be able to survive in this world. You're special. I know. You're worried that constitution of others is different from yours. That's reasonable. Well, that's why we need to continue researching the things left behind by the Golden Troop. Perhaps we'll discover some new possibilities. We'll go back to the Narcissus Cruise Institute together and take a look, okay? Could this be Marianne? The voice drifts away again. After what feels like a long time, though in this world, time seems to no longer measure changes in matter, you hear the voice once more. It looks like he won't help us anymore. You're the only one I can rely on now. Hey, come on. Don't be like that. I'm sad too, but I won't cry until after the fat lady sings. Moreover, we still have to find a way to cure him. Don't be scared. It'll all go smoothly. There are already lots of people willing to listen to us. If we want to persuade them further, besides belief, we'll also need ceremony. Probably talking about healing, Jacob. Curing him of his, abyss-like condition. As for the name, we'll call it the Book of Revealing and put it in the form of a book. We'll use our secret cipher to write it. Everyone only sees the world that their cognitive framework allows them to see. But using this method, we can share the visions we have foreseen with others. Just as you begin to listen closely to what the voice is saying, it begins to gradually fade away. At the same time, feel the world around you suddenly begin to collapse. And with a roaring sound resounding, you wake again. Are you okay, Alice? Was that an earthquake just now? Earthquake? What earthquake? Nothing happened here. It was just in my dream, or vision there. I did get a little dizzy, but you looked like you'd fainted. You didn't wind up in some mysterious space again, did you? Sorry. I kinda did. So what's going on with that weird space anyhow? And if you think about it, it's pretty dangerous too. What if you go in and can't get back out? I don't think that's too much of a danger. But I want to go back in. There's answers to be had, Paimon. Actual answers about the past. And about Jacob, for that matter. So, just what did you go encounter inside? I seem to have witnessed a premonition that someone had. Huh? The pages we found before did mention something about deductions and calculations too. Could it be that the things revealed inside that space were actually the result of such deductions? Maybe. If what you say is true, then this was actually a book of prophecies, wasn't it? Book of Revelations or something like that. But why make the format so complicated? If the author didn't want people to understand it, wouldn't it have been better to not write it at all? Well, Paimon, who said they don't want anyone to understand it? Actually, I also heard all kinds of sounds while I was meditating, but they were just the songs of birds and flowers. I don't know anything about the prophecy you spoke of. It seems we must enter the space again to understand what is going on. If we meditate together this time, we should be able to enter it.
don't know if that's how it works, but I'll trust you, Canotila. Paimon's still worried. Wait, Paimon wants to come too. No way is she gonna stay here alone. Well, join us, Paimon. Once again, you focus upon meditating, and the fur surrounding you fades. The world grows silent. When you hear the tiniest of sounds, and a feeling that is wrath, or perhaps grief, wells up within your heart. Your very soul feels drawn to this mysterious sound, and as you follow that sound, a whole world, utterly alien, supremely familiar, races to meet you. Oh. Oh. Whoa, where the heck did we end up? Good question. This is like some kind of dreamscape. This must be the strange place you were talking about before. No, it's much more vivid than before. Did the authors of the book really create this place? And they hid such a big space inside it, too. Well, Paimon doesn't know how they did it. This place looks like a ruin. I mean, it's old, probably. Also, we meditated with Kanatila to get here, but we're the only two people around right now. Could be a restriction on Melusines, I don't know. She didn't fall somewhere, did she? Oh no! Things could get bad if she winds up in danger. Yeah, like I said, I'm not too worried about her. Let's go find her. Let's go find her. Hurry! Oh my god! Oh, that is so cool and kind of creepy. Wow. Wait a minute. Huh. Unusual. I would have thought this was a domain. But it's not the usual exit for a domain. Guess I can't get there. Paimon sees her. That's her over there, right? Kanatila, over here. Oh, she's gone. Come on, faster.
Go!
Seriously. So creepy. There's a rift. Seems to me she's just sort of skipping along, having the time of her life. Can I just go over there? What do we got? Boom. Boom. Beautiful. A Sealy?
Easy money.
I don't want to go back. Not yet. Where'd you go, Sealy? All right. Time trial, huh?
So I'm testing if you trust.
Easy money.
All right, and you're just gonna take me all the way back. Yeah, that's seriously, that is so freaking ominous. I know. It's one of the most effective ways to be terrifying is cracks in the sky. Oh, this one took me to back here. Oh, fair enough. Still have no idea where those Sealies went. Maybe we'll run into them again somewhere. Hey, Haleys. How are you doing here?
Busted. Rain outlines your fate.
I still feel like those Sealies should be used for something, right? They wouldn't just put them there. They didn't have a home. Sconce. Ooh. Uh-oh. Dangerous. Oh, there they are. Thank goodness. And the last one, too.
Jackpot. Huh?
Now get over there. There you go. What do we have here? Need some electro. She up there? Let's bring out a official or someone. I don't think that's right, actually. Probably we're supposed to get that one first. Yeah. About to expire? Okay. Oh, there's a bunch. I can't know which one's the right one. Don't know if I'm supposed to use those rifts or what. I guess I don't need to.
Destiny has brought me hither.
Oh? Huh? Where did Canatila go? She was just here a moment ago. Wait, there's something on the ground. Pick it up and take a look. On the ground? Oh, that. I was actually looking at the book. Look up a page from a book. Scattered page. See that? That's the conclusion the world formula arrived at after countless calculations. What, the tear in the sky? The scene we foresaw, the destruction after the cataclysm, and this world where not even a sweet flower or a mint can grow. That is the end of all things. Do you believe it at last? Whether you have arrived at this place via the Book of Revealing or the Looking Glass, lend me your strength that we may avoid this future. Just as I said, the only way is... I feel like I don't know, this quest feels exceedingly important for the broader scope of this game, of this story. Is this page the same as the one we found before? How did it end up here? Let Paimon see. It's easily readable. It's because we're in this strange space? Cataclysm? Destruction? Some kind of apocalypse? What? Even if Paimon can read the words, it still doesn't make any sense. But if we put it together with the other pages, this appears to be a prophecy. Huh. So it's as we guessed previously. So does this mean that this is the future the author wants us to see? Well, the future the author wants us to avoid. A world where even sweet flowers and mints won't grow. Ugh, that's a terrible place no matter how you slice it. Yeah, no sweet madames without sweet flowers. But if that really is the future, shouldn't the author tell everyone about it and find a solution? Why make a place like this? Maybe this is the only way everyone will believe it. Or maybe he had his own considerations. And also mentioned some kind of looking glass. Seems like there are other ways to get in here. Still, Paimon doesn't think any of this will be much help in answering Canotila's questions. I think this is more important than Canotila's questions. Forget it. Who cares about some dumb prophecy anyway? The important thing right now is to find Canotila. Let's keep looking. Paimon, I don't think it would be a good idea to just ignore this prophecy. For whatever reason, I kind of believe it. This person. Oh no. Where are you taking me? I need to get that. I'm gonna go back down. Excuse me. Hey, Sealies. Oh, we're missing one. Oh, shoot. Where could the missing Sealy be? Puzzle I haven't done yet. I don't think I've missed any. Maybe one over there? Oh no, there it is. Little sneaky.
Busted.
One or two, perfect.
Treasure. One way to draw your target out of
Sealy, where are you? Did I get you? And beautiful, beautiful, luxurious chest. Nice. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. Good stuff. Alright, back up here. Into the rift. There, but how did Canotila get there? Is that a dog? Cute little puppy. It's not really a rift wolf, is it? Rift Hound? Gap infiltrating alien? Yeah, I'm going back to my original. Are the Rift Hounds even Abyss, or are they a third space? No sign of Canatila or where she's gone. There's only this fella here. That said, it doesn't seem to want to attack us anymore. That's a first for a Rift Hound, huh? Yeah. It looks like it wants to say something to us. Now that we can understand it. Not that we can understand it anyway. Wait, is Paimon seeing things? What? Oh, yeah! What's an ordinary little doggy doing here? Where'd that Rift Hound go? Alice, take a look. Is there something wrong with Paimon's eyes? Might be the Rift Hound. Anything can happen in a dream. Is it trying to tell us to go through the passage over there? What's wrong, little fella? Did Canitoli, whatever her name is, Canotila, did Canotila fall down a rift? Judging from its reaction, Paimon guessed right. Who knows where that's gonna lead, but we weren't able to find Canotila anywhere, so maybe she did leave via that way. And it looks like there's no other route we can take, so let's just try it and see what happens. Who knows, maybe Canotila never showed up here. Oh, we're leaving. There we are. Huh, we came back. Or we came right back. Or maybe we never even left. And there's the question. Probably never left. Oh? You have the same reaction as I did, Paimon. Canotila, we were looking all over for you. Paimon kept calling out for you, but you never responded. That place was so dangerous, but you just ran around all over the place. Dangerous? The place we entered was so serene and peaceful, like a beautiful garden. Interesting. Remember, Paimon, Canotila sees things differently. Huh? But all we saw was rubble. That's odd. I kept looking for you two back in that previous space, but there were big trees and flowers everywhere, so I got lost. Huh. Fortunately, I followed the sound of a bird, and found a golden butterfly, which brought me up on top of the garden. But then what about the Rift Hound? We saw you in a Rift Hound. Oh, right. That Rift Hound even turned into a dog. Now it feels like Paimon is just talking nonsense. I mean, Rift Hounds are hounds. I saw a little dog too. On top of the garden, there's a cute little dog that nodded at me and helped open the way out for me. Okay, so you definitely went to the same space. And the way you see things, this is fascinating though. A garden full of trees, followed the sound of a bird, found a golden butterfly, the rift, which brought you on top of the garden. I thought you had both had gone somewhere else to play, and that I didn't need to worry, so I just came back here. And you? What did you discover? We found another page. Right, we found this inside, though we don't know if it'll be useful. It also looks like a page from this book. You open the page you found and show it to Canotila. The butterfly. It's the golden butterfly. The page? Huh? What are you talking about? I can see golden butterflies flying out from this page, just like the one I saw in the space before. So fascinating. Never mind solving anything. We've
got even more problems on our hands now. Seems like you really did see something completely different in that space. Once again, Paimon, remember, Canotila sees things completely different than us. Remember, you're a floating white balloon with strings up into the air. And I forget exactly what I was. Something about radiant light, I think. If that space is the future predicted by the author, then why did you see a garden? Just thinking about that makes Paimon's head hurt. But, well, actually, think about it this way. Something to do with the Rift Hounds. Maybe that place feels like home to the Rift Hounds. Father apparently has some relation to the Rift Hounds. And that is something like the same substance or something like that. And they, the Melusine, are born of father. So maybe they're similar as well. But I was very happy inside. I didn't even think about those questions. Maybe that's what the book was trying to tell me all along. Even if we perceive differently, if we can communicate our feelings to one another, maybe the essence of things doesn't matter at all that much. Doesn't matter all that much after all. I mean, perhaps so, but I don't think that's what the book was trying to say. And there's important things here. Paimon wouldn't say that we had a great time in there, but if you figured things out for yourself, good on you. I don't know what you're talking about, Paimon. I had a great time. I got luxurious treasure and just even more lore. Still, that place is pretty sketchy, and we don't yet have any clue as to what's up with that prophecy either. Speaking of the prophecy, this book makes it sound really scary, sure, but what if the things I saw were the real future? After all, such things aren't set in stone, are they? Good point. If I understood more the nature of your sight, I could say, if you saw to the true nature of things, perhaps so. And since the book mentions other ways to enter the space, we may be able to figure this book and its prophecy out if we find them. And then maybe we can meet there again in that space. It might be better if we just meet in reality. Also, Canotila, don't go running around in that space anymore. Yeah, that was dangerous. Fascinating. All of it. Hey, Canotila. Since memories can be made into books, if we reverse the logic, books can also be written directly into memories. What is it? Something you'd like to ask? I got a new page. Oh, if you found one or more new pages, just put them inside the book. Let's see what happens. Yeah, but it's out of order, and I don't know if that matters. I think I have page 12 or something. Okay, I have 4, 6, 12. I guess 1, 2, and 3 aren't here because we already submitted those. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I feel like I should wait until I have the rest of them. Well, regardless, I think this is probably where we end for now. It's been a bit of a longer episode, but a very interesting one. Jacob, Jacob, Jacob. I look forward to our next encounter. Just continuing to pull at this thread.